was hit with this sudden feeling of sadness. So I decided to draw. I would say in general, I'm pretty content and happy. I have a lot of things I'm interested in, a lot of passions, and I feel grateful for every day I have. But sometimes this feeling of sadness, anxiety, loneliness, it just creeps up on me. Before, it used to be a lot more frequent, like my emotions would change a lot, and I would have to do a lot to keep myself steady. But that was years ago now, and that happens less frequently. In general, there's a lot of things I'm very excited about. I'm very happy and content day to day. But sometimes there's this sudden sadness that creeps in, like a little sad blanket. I think there's a lot of things in the world you can be anxious and stressed about. I also tend to be an overthinker, and there's a lot on my mind. I'm at a sort of crossroads. I have to make a few decisions that I feel like could really impact how things go in terms of my work and seeing whether or not I can make a living as an artist. Sometimes I just wish I could know how things will turn out. Like if I make one decision versus another. But that's not the way life is. I think life hardly works out in a way that you expect it to, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm at a place I never imagined myself, ever. And yet I think it's the best way that things could have turned out. So despite the anxiety, I am really looking forward to whatever path I choose and where that takes me. I'm pretty optimistic about it. And it's pretty neat to think that in a few years I can look back on this video that kind of documents this time. And hopefully I'll be in a place that I could look back on this uncertain moment and realize how perfectly things fit into place. So until then, I'll keep creating. And I hope that the people and opportunities that were meant to find me, find me. Because in the end, I think that's how it usually works out. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little congested. I am currently sick, but I'm really sticking to this thing, and I wanted to put out a video to show that. Because my goal with this is really to connect with people, to connect with others who might feel the same, or anyone who could just find something in what I create that speaks to them. I've always loved art. One of my first memories from when I was younger was drawing. I just observed the world around me and it came out in a drawing. So I think drawing has always been very close to me. But in my childhood, it wasn't something that was encouraged. It was actually discouraged, as I'm sure a lot of other artists could relate to. I really got detached from it. I didn't really invest in it. But I'm really excited that that's changing now. Because I could feel the stress and anxiety lift away as I was going through this. As I was sketching and letting things flow, getting out my stress and anxiety through the flowing feeling. of the marks I was making and not overthinking any of the colors or patterns that I was using, just letting things flow. There's something about creating that really quiets my mind. I'm a big overthinker, but I appreciate how quiet my mind goes when I start to create and draw. It puts me in a very meditative state. And I started to feel a lot of relief. I really enjoy what I created here and looking at it once I was done. I wonder if other people saw this, if they would imagine that it came from such a melancholy place. Or would they feel like it came from a place of happiness because of the colors? I guess that's the interesting thing about art. It's very subjective. Everyone experiences it in their own way. And I don't know how something can impact another person unless I put it out there. Well, that's all I have for today. Hopefully, I won't be as sick in the next one. Okay, bye.